Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you're new to credit here in the US, maybe you're a student, an immigrant, or just getting started, you've probably run into that crazy catch-22, right? You need credit to get a card, but you need a card to build credit. It honestly feels like you're locked out of a club that you're supposed to be a member of. I get it, it's super frustrating. But today, we're not just going to talk about the problem, we're going to hand you the key. In this guide, we are breaking down the absolute best secured credit cards for 2025, cards designed specifically to open that door for you. And you're going to want to stick with me to the very end because I'll be revealing our #1 overall pick and a bonus tip that can seriously speed up your journey to an amazing credit score.
And that's where secured credit cards come in. Seriously, for 2025, they are one of the most powerful tools for anyone starting from zero. Think of them as your master key, designed to help you build a positive credit history. And that's the history you need for everything: getting an apartment, financing a car, even just getting better insurance rates. They are your first and most important step towards financial freedom in the US.
So here's the game plan for today. First, we'll quickly cover what these secured cards all about. Then, we are doing a deep dive into our top 8 picks for 2025. After that, I'll show you exactly how to pick the perfect one for you, how to use it to build your score super fast, and the big mistakes you need to avoid. And of course, we'll wrap it all up with our #1 recommendation. Let's do this. All right, first things first, let's pull back the curtain on these cards. Understanding how they work is the foundation for everything else. So we need to nail this down. This is the stuff you absolutely have to know before you even think about applying. So what exactly is a secured card? It's actually really simple. It's a real, legit credit card, but it's secured by a refundable cash deposit that you make when you open the account. That deposit, which usually starts at around $200, becomes your credit limit. The training wheels analogy is honestly perfect because it lets you practice good credit habits without a ton of risk. And here's the best part. That deposit is 100% refundable. Once you show the bank you can handle the card like a pro, they'll often upgrade you to a regular unsecured card and send that deposit right back to you. The whole process is super straightforward. You apply and make a deposit. Let's say you put down $300. Boom. Your credit limit is now $300. Then you just use the card for small everyday things like your daily coffee or your Netflix subscription. And now, for the most important part of all, you pay your bill on time every single month. The bank then reports that good behavior to the 3 big credit bureaus. That's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They're the ones keeping score. And those consistent on-time payments, that's the fuel that makes your credit score climb. And the results can be fast, like really fast. With responsible use, it's pretty common to see your score jump by 30, 40, sometimes even 50 points in just the first 6 months. That is a huge boost that can take you from credit invisible to having a score that starts opening doors way faster than you might think. All right, it is time for the main event. We've looked at dozens of cards to bring you the absolute best of the best for 2025. We ranked these based on the whole package: low fees, awesome rewards, how easy they are to get, and most importantly, their potential to graduate you to a regular card and give you your deposit back. Kicking off our list at #1 is an absolute powerhouse, the Discover It Secured Card. Okay, so it has no annual fee and a standard $200 minimum deposit. But here's where the magic happens. At the end of your first year, Discover will match all the cash back you've earned, all of it. You get 2% at gas stations and restaurants and 1% on everything else. So in that first year, that's like getting 4% and 2% back. It's basically free money. But the real reason it's our top pick is the upgrade path. Discover starts automatically reviewing your account after just 7 months to see if you can graduate. No annual fee, amazing rewards, and a fast track to getting your deposit back. It is the total package. Up next, we have the Capital One Quicksilver Secured. This card is for anyone who just loves to keep things simple. No annual fee, and it gives you a dead simple, unlimited 1.5% cash back on every single thing you buy. No categories to keep track of, no hoops to jump through. Just simple, steady rewards. Now, you're going to notice that APR is pretty high. That's the interest you'd pay if you don't pay your bill in full. But listen, with a secured card, the golden rule is to never carry a balance. You pay it off every month, and that high APR becomes totally irrelevant. Capital One also starts automatic reviews at 6 months, so you've got a great path to an upgrade here too. A top-tier choice for sure. Now, let's talk about the other Capital One card on our list, the Platinum Secured. This one is built for one thing and one thing only: getting you in the door. It has no annual fee and no rewards, but its killer feature is that minimum deposit. Depending on your credit file, you might be able to get a $200 credit limit for a deposit of just $49. Let me say that again, $49. That is the lowest barrier to entry you will find, period. So if your budget is super tight, but you know you need to start building credit right now, this card is your answer. It has the same automatic reviews as the Quicksilver, making it a fantastic, ultra-low-cost way to get started.
At number 4, we've got a great option from one of the biggest banks out there, the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Secured Card. With no annual fee, this card really puts you in the driver's seat of your rewards. You get to choose one category, like gas, online shopping, or dining, to earn a really strong 3% cash back. Plus, you get 2% at grocery stores and wholesale clubs. So if your spending is pretty consistent, say you spend a lot on gas every month, this card can be super valuable. It's perfect for anyone who wants to squeeze the most out of their rewards and likes the stability of a big bank.
Okay, now for something completely different. The Chime Credit Builder Card is basically a cheat code for building credit. Check this out. There's no credit check to apply, no annual fee, no minimum deposit, and a 0% APR because you literally can't carry a balance. You just move money from your Chime account to the credit builder, and that's your spending limit. But here's the secret weapon. Chime only reports your on-time payments, not how much of your credit you're using. Since high credit utilization can hurt your score, this feature is a huge deal. It protects you and can help your score climb even faster. It's an amazing, totally risk-free option. Coming in at number 6 is the U.S. Bank Secured Visa. Now, this one has a slightly higher minimum deposit of $300 and no rewards on your spending, but it's got a unique perk that no one else on this list offers. Your security deposit? It gets placed into a savings account that actually earns interest. So while you're busy building your credit, your deposit is making you a little bit of money. Now, it's not going to make you rich, but it's a great principle for savers who just love the idea of their money working for them, even when it's just sitting there. Next up, a bit of a niche player, the First Progress Platinum Prestige. Now, right off the bat, this one has a $49 annual fee, which isn't ideal, but, and this is a big but, look at that APR. It is by far the lowest on our list. And while we always say to pay your balance in full, look, life happens. If you're rebuilding and you think you might need to carry a small balance once in a while, this card's super low interest rate could save you a ton of money. It also has a weird little twist. You get 1% cash back on the payments you make, which helps take the sting out of that annual fee. And finally, at number 8, we have the OpenSky Secured Visa. This card's whole mission is pure, simple accessibility. It's got a $35 annual fee and no rewards, but its key features are incredibly powerful for some people. There is no credit check and no bank account required to apply. You can even fund your deposit with a money order. This makes it an absolute lifeline for people who might be unbanked or have a really tough credit history, like a recent bankruptcy. If you feel like you've been turned down everywhere else, OpenSky is designed to say yes. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, so how on earth do you choose the right one? It is so easy to get overwhelmed, so let's just simplify everything and find your perfect match right now. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet. If your number one goal is just to keep your upfront cost as low as humanly possible, the Capital One Platinum is your go-to, no question. If you're a reward hunter and you want to get paid for the spending you're already doing, then you're looking at the Discover It card with that amazing first-year match, or the Quicksilver with its simple flat rate. If you're worried about getting approved because of past mistakes or maybe no history at all, then Chime and OpenSky with their no credit check policies are literally made for you. And if you just prefer the stability and branch access of a huge bank, check out the cards from Bank of America or US Bank. Just find yourself on this chart and you found your card. Getting the card is just step 1. Now for the really exciting part, using it to build your credit score as fast as humanly possible. This next part is extremely important, so listen up. These are the habits that separate slow progress from rocket ship success. Here is your blueprint. Rule 1, keep your credit utilization below 10%. That's just the percentage of your limit you're using. So on a $200 card, your statement balance should never be more than $20. Here's a pro tip. Pay your bill twice a month to keep that number as low as possible. Rule 2, set up auto pay, like right now. A single late payment can wreck your score. It is the single worst mistake you can make. Do not risk it. And finally, here's a power move. Use a rent reporting service. Services like Experian Boost can add your on-time rent payments to your credit report. This shows lenders another line of positive history, and it can totally supercharge your score. And you know, just as important as knowing what to do is knowing what not to do. So let's quickly cover the common traps that can completely derail all your hard work. Protecting your new score is everything. Let's make this really simple. Don't max out the card. That high utilization will crush your score. Instead, treat it like a debit card, only charge what you can immediately pay off. Don't ever fall into the trap of just paying the minimum due. That's a fast track to high interest debt. Instead, pay the balance in full every single month, no exceptions. And finally, don't apply for a ton of cards at once. Instead, do your research, pick the one best card for you, and stick with it. All right, we have looked at
8 fantastic cards, and each one is a great choice for somebody. But after weighing all the features, the fees, the rewards, and those super important upgrade paths, there is one clear winner for the best overall secured card for most people starting out in 2025. Our number one pick for 2025 is the Discover It Secured card. It's just the whole package. The $0 annual fee, the great rewards, and that unbelievable unlimited cashback match in year one. It provides value that is just unmatched in this space. But what really seals the deal is that fast automatic review process to graduate, which starts at just 7 months. Now, for that bonus tip I promised you want to put your credit building on hyperdrive? Do this. Get the Discover card and pair it with a rent reporting service. The combination of the positive payment history from the card and the rental history is the 1-2 punch that can help you break a 700 score way faster than you ever thought possible. And there you have it, your complete guide to building credit with a secured card. I'm really curious, which card are you leaning towards? Drop a comment below and let me know. If this guide was helpful, hitting that like and subscribe button would mean the world to me. Now go build that awesome credit score. And just before you go, please remember, this video is for educational purposes only and does not provide financial advice. Always consult a certified financial professional before making any financial decisions.